Right, Dr. Anderson, break this down for me. I think that this is a huge win for religious liberty. There are many people, even on the right, though, that are sort of downplaying or diminishing the ruling from the justices today. What do you make of it?
Of course, this is a big win. Anytime you go to the Supreme Court and you win 7-2, that's a big win. And so it's not surprising that you're hearing activists from the left, you're hearing LGBT activists, you're hearing the mainstream media, and even some voices on the right trying to downplay this. But remember, this is a case that several months ago, everyone said Jack Phillips was going to lose. This is a case that everyone said just a couple months ago that he deserved to lose. And today, 7 of the 9 U.S. Supreme Court justices said that he deserves to win that case. That in and of itself is a huge victory. And it's important for all of us because what it's saying is that the state of Colorado was unconstitutionally hostile to people of faith, and to Jack Phillips in particular. They compared religion and religious liberty to Nazism and to racism. And the Supreme Court today said that's unacceptable. We have to show respect for each other, including for religious Americans.
Right, and that's why I think it's not just, I mean, so many people are using the word narrow. The ruling is narrow. First of all, they're misconstruing the word itself. They're using it, acting like this ruling is a narrow, was a close call, almost a tie. It wasn't, it was 7-2. What the word narrow means in the context of the Supreme Court is that it only applies to this particular case, that the judges did decline to rule on the larger issue, to sort of set a blanket precedent, if you will, for cases like this. And they did. They sort of punted the football down the road, kicked the can down the road, and said, we're not going to make a ruling about whether businesses in general can use religious objections as a reason not to serve gay and lesbian people or not to participate in gay or lesbian weddings here. But I don't think that that demeans the victory that this was for Jack Phillips and the victory and the precedent culturally that this will set to discourage people from targeting people based on their Christian beliefs.
Oh, you're exactly right, because what the Supreme Court also said in this opinion is that whatever the legal standard is, it has to be an even-handed legal standard. And what they point out was that the Colorado Civil Rights Commission had excused 3 different bakers who had declined to do certain cakes that violated their beliefs. A religious individual asked for an anti-gay cake from 3 bakers, and all 3 of the bakers said, no, we don't bake anti-gay cakes. And the Civil Rights Commission said that wasn't violating the civil rights of the customer. But then when a customer asks Jack Phillips to do a pro-gay marriage cake, and he says, I can't do that because of my beliefs, that same Civil Rights Commission says that violates civil rights. And so what the Supreme Court said today is that while we're not going to directly answer whether or not you have to or don't have to, whatever the states say needs to be consistent.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.